Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you part 3 of the built-in project. If you happen to miss my last 2 videos, I will have them linked down below so you can check out the full project and kind of just be up to date on like what all's happened. But I have already built the bookcases and the cabinets, I have painted, and I even built 2 doors for the first time ever. And I just had to finish up the last 2 doors. So I'm going to start with that today. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish up the other 2 doors, add the plexiglass, put the hinges on, attach them, also attach the entire built-ins to the walls, which is really important. And I will share all that with you guys throughout this video. So I hope you enjoy. I finished up one side. I still have to do the other side. And it's like an all-day project for just 2 doors. So it's just taken me a while because I had to figure it out as I went. I'd never built a cabinet door before, but they turned out really pretty. I love them. Okay, so I have hit a tiny little dilemma, not bad. But I built this frame down here and it's not quite tall enough. I used 2x4s. So what I'm gonna do to make it a little bit taller is add some 1x2s on top of the frame that I built. So I have extra of these. I'm just gonna cut out she's right here, baby. I'm gonna cut out additional frame and then just add this to this. You see what I'm saying? Screw all that together, and then that is what my bookshelves will sit on instead of them just sitting on this frame. So hopefully that will help make it just a hair taller, so that way the trim will fit perfectly at the bottom and at the top up there. So that's where we're at. I did want to mention, I built my original frame out of 2x4s. That's what the bookshelves are sitting on. I didn't film this part because I actually did it really late at night, which is when I had a little bit of extra time to myself. So I got that done, and then here I just quickly set up the camera while my husband was attaching it. I wanted to mention that this was a very important step. We are making sure to hit studs. That way the bookcases themselves are nice and secure. We're not going to have to worry about them toppling over on anybody. So make sure you do that.
Camera on for that one?
I think I might have gotten it. I don't know if I got it or not. They look good. They're almost to the top too, so now I can do my trim. Can you go down? Oh. Can you move, ma'am? The next day, it was time to finish up my other 2 doors, and I hate to say it, y'all, but I totally messed up the measurements on these. You'll see that in a little bit. But to attach the plexiglass, I'm using mirror clips and just screwing these into the frame. I did have Lowe's cut my plexiglass this time. Originally, I cut it with my saw, but I wouldn't recommend. You can chip it. I got lucky. I don't know how I did it, but I did. I taped it down the center, and I cut it, and it worked. However, it's so much easier just to have Lowe's do it for you. So I just had them simply cut my sheet of plexiglass right in half, and it was just enough to be able to fit over the 2 doors. They're not the prettiest thing on the inside, but really, who's looking except for me and you right now? But no one's gonna see it but us. And now we're just gonna do the same thing on this window or door, whatever. I was like, where'd the piece go? It came off. Perfect. Okay, so for the hinges, I'm using these Gatehouse. The reason I decided to use these is because I don't have the little drill piece that like drills a hole out for the cabinet door, and to be honest, I'm okay with them just being regular hinges. Like, it doesn't bother me, and these are a lot more affordable. The other hinges are like $6 a piece, like for one, which is crazy. So that was a no-go for me. But this is gonna be totally fine. It's gonna work a-okay. So I'm just gonna measure these out, make sure they all go in the same place. I think I'm just gonna line mine Oops, I'm just gonna do one at a time. Okay, so nobody tells you how hard it is to put on hinges. It just took me like 30 minutes to get these on here, and they are jacked up. Like, I ruined my bookcases, but it is what it is. This side's on. They're not even even. I'm gonna have to get some like magnet strips, and I'm gonna have to put a piece of board here, because there's like a gap in between of my doors. I'm so bummed. Like, look at this. What the heck is that? It's not what it's supposed to look like. I messed up. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna hot glue these puck lights up under here. Look how cool. Well, they don't really flash. For some reason, they always flash on camera. I don't know why they do that, but they don't flash in person. I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna put it a little bit more forward, like this, so that way it's not so bright in the back. Like here is like just enough. So I think that's where I'm gonna put it. But I like it. I'm just waiting for the hot glue to heat up. And I'm just gonna hot glue these. These are battery operated. What's nice about these is I don't have to run wires. I don't have to have them plugged in. I like just the hot glue. It works really well. I actually had these in my kitchen, but I stopped using them in my kitchen because my coffee pot was like growing algae, and I didn't know that's what it was, but my friend Becca and I were talking about it, and she's like, there's algae growing in my coffee pot. And I'm like, what? And then she figured out that it was her lights underneath her kitchen counters, so I don't use those anymore. I just use my little lamp that I put in there. But I'm trying to get this off. Oh, I can't get it off. It's okay. I'll just hot glue. It'll be fine. So all I do, I'm gonna put a generous amount. I always do a lot because I obviously want it to stick. So we're gonna do a nice glob here, and then boom, and hold, press and hold, ta-da! We got light. So those lights are not quite bright enough. If I am gonna use them, I'm gonna have to put 2 in each cabinet because it's just not enough light to brighten it up in there. However, I will say, I'm gonna wait to do the other cabinet doors until my husband gets home because I have like 0 patience for this kind of crap right now. I can't. I don't know what it is. I can build bookcases, I can build things all day long. I'll paint for hours. But ask me to try to have the patience to level things out and put hinges on a door, I will mess it up. And I already messed those up. There's so many holes in my cabinet doors. I'm kind of bummed, but nothing wood filler can't fix. But anyway, yeah. They look good though. They look really good. It's kind of hard to see in here because I always have the lights off. I'm saving money on electricity. Our electric bill went up to like $200. About freaking cried. Now I'm outside cutting the trim for the top and bottom of the built-ins. Now, luckily for us, the only one, like the one side on the left-hand side of our built-ins needed the 45-degree angle going like, you know, near the hallway. So the other side just went flush up against the wall. So that saved us some time. Cutting angles is not our strong suit. We messed up quite a few times. I would recommend just having a piece of trim to kind of practice on. But once you get the hang of it, it goes pretty easily. It's all about the measurement and angles and just never cutting off too much. I would always recommend giving yourself a little room. That's what we did. And if we came in and it was just a hair too long, we went back outside and just trimmed it. And now at this point, I am painting it before I put it up. That way it's easier than having to cut in around at the top of the ceiling and like around the floor. Good morning. Look at how the light shines in from the window. Oh, it's gonna look so good when it's all cleaned up and finished. Right now it's a mess. I actually just painted the trim that's gonna go on the bottom and at the top. I just laid it out over here on the table and just started painting it because I figured it'd be a lot easier to get a good coat on it like this versus trying to put it up and then like cut in and stuff. So that's what I'm doing. I need to find the remote so I can put on like a screensaver. The kids had it this morning and there's like no telling where it went. Okay, so on YouTube they have screensavers like this. Look, it looks like a piece of art. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at the light coming in from the window. Just kidding, it's not focusing. What is going on? There. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get the trim on. As you can see, last night Dylan helped me put on the handles. I have to get some magnets to like hold these in place because they're not holding in place. But look how beautiful these are. I got these from Lowe's, and I feel like they're great. Like, they're beautiful. I do wish they were a tad longer, but the ones on Amazon were like $40, and I wasn't paying that much for handles. So I found these at Lowe's, and I just grabbed them. So, got those. I got a mess here to clean up. You know, the one thing I am worried about, I'm not gonna lie, about it being dark is the dust. Like, you can see dust really easy on black things. I just hope that it's not too noticeable. Oh my gosh, I think it's gonna be. Oh well, I don't care. Oh, it's just a woofle. There's a woofle. Oh my gosh, I just can't with you. I can't even concentrate. You're so pretty. Oh, I need a hug. Give me some love. Oh, I love you. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Alright y'all, so the built-ins are done. I'm about to show you how they turned out. I have not decorated just yet. I have to wait for the paint to like fully dry and like cure and everything before I put anything on them. But y'all, they look so good. I am so darn proud of this project. There is a few things that I need to do though. I want to get some lights to go in the shelving and stuff like that, and a few like little paint touch-ups here and there that I will notice as time goes on. I also need to get magnets for the doors to help hold them shut, but other than that, it's perfect. So let me show you how it turned out. They are stunning, like beautiful. Don't mind my little piece of wood, I'm hiding it. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous. And I'm not talking about the bookshelves, I'm talking about Zoe. Just kidding. She's cute too though, she's so adorable. Oh my goodness. And you know what's funny is like I tend to like lean towards colors that match her. I think it's hilarious, but like my whole house matches Zoe. It's cute. Ah, you guys, I cannot believe that I built this. Like the whole thing. I am so proud. Oh my gosh, they're stunning. They're beautiful. And you know what? I was originally going to redo this, but I'm gonna leave it for now because when I add stuff to the shelving, the mixture of wood tones is actually gonna look really pretty together, I think. The texture of the fireplace is exactly what I wanted. Don't mind my hands, I was touching up. The color on the back right here is everything. It has like a mixture of all the colors. I love the doors. I do have lights in this one. I need to get lights. I think I said that already, that I'm gonna get lights. And I have shelves to go in here. I just need to paint them. They're hiding. But I cannot wait to decorate it. Oh, this is just so exciting. I need to get magnets for the doors so that way they will stay shut, because currently they're not quite shutting all the way, but that's okay. You know, this is handmade, baby. Built-ins are done. They turned out great. I'm actually gonna end the video here though, and I know this is a shorter video, but I can't decorate just yet because I have to make sure the shelves are fully dry before I put all my decor on them. If I don't, and I do it now, it's gonna stick, because it's dry to the touch, but it's not like fully dry with like heavy weight. So I'm gonna let it dry for a couple days before I start decorating them. But I can't wait to share that with you guys, because a couple days ago after I did the first coat, before I even added the trim and everything, I kind of played around with decor because I just couldn't help myself. And I already have an idea of what I want, so I cannot wait to share that with you guys. And that's just using stuff from around my house. I haven't even bought any new decor or anything. That's just literally pulling things from here and there to style them, and that's how I'm gonna start off. And then just over time, if I find things from like thrift stores or yard sales, I will add to them. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I really hope that this video proves to you that when you put your mind to something, you can do anything. I truly was in my head most of the time, like, I can't do this, what am I doing, why am I doing this? But once I just put my mind to it, look what I built. It's awesome, it's great, it feels amazing. It's like empowering. I don't know, it makes you feel, it's like, makes me feel like I could build a house. I know that's like a far stretch, but who knows, maybe I will one day. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, y'all. Really fast, one thing I forgot to mention is that the price breakdown will be down below in the description box, and I'll have the two videos linked right here, part 1 and part 2, in case you missed them.